Danielle, thank you. Happening today, Orlando City leaders expected to discuss the police department's request for some new body cameras. OPD is asking for $1.3 million for these new devices. And joining us right now is Chief Orlando Rolon to talk more about that. Great to see you, Chief. How are you?
Great to see you, too. How are you all doing?
Very good, thanks. Okay, so let's talk first about why the need for these cameras. Do you guys already have body cameras? Is this sort of an upgrade or an improvement?
It's an improvement, definitely. We began our process in 2014 when we engaged in a study with the University of South Florida, which yielded the recommendations for us to do this. We implemented our program in 2015 through a grant, and the technology has changed tremendously over the last 3 years. So we're capitalizing on the opportunity to give our officers the best tools in order for them to perform their jobs.
Chief, how do these new cameras work?
So the great thing about them is that the technology has improved where triggering mechanisms have been set in place now where when an officer has to unholster their weapon, the cameras will automatically turn on. If individuals within a certain radius are near that one officer, their cameras will turn on. The taser, the electronic control device, will also have a trigger that turns the camera on. So officers are required to make split-second decisions every day. This will help so that they don't have to worry about another step in the process when they're confronted with a very dangerous and obviously situations that we want to capture on video.
So, Chief, would you still be able to get video, though, if the gun never comes out of the holster? Because obviously there are dangerous situations that happen, and maybe the officer never even had a chance to grab the gun.
Absolutely. So our officers, our policy is very specific, and we dedicate a lot of time to training. Our officers go through training repeatedly, and as you become more proficient with the use of the tools that we give our officers, they do more often than not remember to turn on the cameras and apply that. But of course, like you mentioned, there are certain situations that don't give you that opportunity, but you may still have the opportunity to utilize other tools so the camera will turn on in the process.
Chief, do you anticipate that this is going to get passed tonight? And then if it does, how long before you guys would be able to get these in use?
So the city of Orlando, the mayor, Mayor Dyer, and the commission are very, very proactive in making sure that public safety is their #1 priority. Protecting our citizens and being able to serve them with the right tools has always been their priority. So I do believe that we will get the commission and the mayor to approve this, and it'll probably be another month or so before the contract is ratified, and then a couple of months after that as we start to roll out the new body-worn cameras.
Chief, off topic, but we had a spate of shootings over the weekend. We had the one outside the mall at Millennia. We had the 2 guys dead right outside Fashion Square Mall. We had the woman shot outside Amway Center this morning. Do you feel there's any connection going on here? What do you think's going on?
No, that is the most troubling part about all of this. These are unrelated incidents where individuals are utilizing firearms to solve their disputes or commit or obviously prey on the vulnerable, right? So we as a community need to address this in a long and extended conversation. The fact that everyone out here seems to think, when it comes to these incidents, seems to think that the way to resolve an issue is by pulling out a firearm, it's unacceptable, and it should be unacceptable to all of our citizens. No one should allow for this to happen in any community, but we need the community's help in order to do this. And we need to start with our youth. We need to start educating them about the consequences of utilizing firearms illegally, especially in tragic situations like this where the lives of others have been impacted due to their actions.
Well, Chief Rolon, we appreciate your service and your time with us this morning. Thank you so much, as always.
Thank you.
Danielle.
All right, Amy.